Hello everybody! It's a windy day. It's October the 4th, 2025. We are here in the garden at the new property. Just going to give you a quick update on how things are going. The wind might be very noisy today, so I'll try to talk loud. And beside of that, let's just walk around and see how the plants are doing. As you can see here, it's very windy. The Trachycarpus and the Phoenix canariensis they are all blowing in the wind. The new area was covered with the grass seeds. As you can see, it has now come up here. It was blowing so hard this night. I was actually worried that some of my palm trees would like lift from the ground or tip over. As they are planted this year, the roots are not so deep, but it seems to be working out very good. It's a beautiful Phoenix canariensis, the Canary Island date palm. I am going to build some kind of structure around it when the winter comes closer. I'm not sure when. I'm going to check the weather updates from time to time, but now it's mild and it's nice. Today it's about 16-17 degrees Celsius. It is sunny but windy. The Trachycarpus, of course, no protection here. We have a very mild climate, mild winters. They don't need it. They will be out here in the open the whole winter. But the Phoenix, I will build some kind of structure around it. I'm going to use some poles, maybe 4 poles and a roof and some plates at the sides. I will leave some open and no artificial heating. We don't need that. Or we could of course use it. It could be needed, but I will try without it. Just to cover it up with some wool and some pines and, you know, the usual stuff. Okay. I will give you an update on that later in the season, and I will show you the structure. And I guess I must build it kind of windproof, because this is a windy spot when it takes loose like this. So, all right. Okay, let's see. There's the canariensis in the pot. Plan is to plant it out in the ground the next year, 2026. I think this area is kind of beautiful. Yeah. All right. It's a beautiful day, but so windy. I had to move many of my plants inside the garage yesterday because of the wind. I had a lot more out here, but we'll take a tour inside the garage too and have a look. There's some bamboo. I'm going to plant it next year. Cantaroupes here, a few sequoias. There's a small fig tree. Been severely mistreated in the wind. And here's a Yucca gloriosa and a small Phoenix canariensis. I just put it in the ground. Let's see how it goes during the winter. Remember, this is a very mild spot. The new property is at a very mild spot, so we might get lucky and get this through the winter. It was just a plant that I had in a pot, didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it in the ground. Let's see. Experiment, you can call it that. And here's another one. Experiment. And as I told you in the last episode, this house is going to be renovated. We're going to do a lot of construction work, especially here on the south side. So I have to move this phoenix, but I haven't done it yet. It's so beautiful just being here. But I will come back to it, and I have to move it. Not sure when though. It has been growing a good deal since I planted it in the summer. It's more difficult to see now because all the leaves are like messy in the wind. But it is enjoying this spot on the south side of the house. Very sunny and usually sheltered spot, but today the wind comes from the south, so there's some beating going on here. That's a very nice bulb. During the summer I noticed that we got a few new leaves here. This one was just a short one, and also here just a short leaf, and here new leaves are coming up. But you should not worry about Phoenix canariensis in the wind. They can grow in wind. They grow along the seaside, many places where it blows a lot the whole year. No worries. Washingtonia robusta, I haven't moved it yet. I will come to that. And some bananas here for the next year in pots right now. I'm going to take them into the garage. They have also been destroyed in the wind. Look at this, horrible. Just bad, but that doesn't matter because in the winter I will cut them and I will take them to the garage. I will plant them next year, and we'll probably have a good season for the bananas when they come out in the open field, open grounds. They don't like the pots. They don't grow that well. I had a lot of stuff up here in the side. Had to move them inside because of the wind. Here are some of the plants. Here are my Sequoia sempervirens, the coastal redwoods, from seeds. I grew these from seeds last year. This is the biggest one. As you can see, it is getting some decent height and it's growing a lot. I just don't know where to plant them. And these are the world's tallest trees. Sequoia sempervirens, that's a coastal redwood. Not the traditional redwood, but these are more suited for wet conditions, coastal conditions like we have here at the west coast of Norway. I believe these will be a long-term success because they were in small pots on my balcony the last winter, and we had a cold winter and they didn't freeze. They actually survived, no protection, in pots the whole winter on the balcony. So that's a good sign. I'm getting optimistic. Here's a small Musa Cavendish, and here we have a Trachycarpus to be planted the next year. Right now in a pot. The Camrops here, some more Trachys here, and here's Yucca not very fond of this one. Doesn't look so good, but I think it will improve by time. Let's see. I have another Rostrata up here I'm going to show you. here to be planted next year. Some Pinot Noir over there. One of them broke in the wind. And guess what this is? This odd plant here. You can see the trunk. This is the Washingtonia robusta from my previous property. I dug it up. It survived the winter, but it was severely damaged. So I had to cut down the trunk. I can't remember how many centimeters, but it was like this. And it has been growing a new trunk with new leaves coming up. So this Washingtonia robusta actually survived our winter with no heating at the previous property, which is a colder property than the one I'm living at now. So maybe this has a future in the ground. But now it's kind of weak. You see, this won't last a winter, so I'm going to take it inside the garage, give it some shelter and better conditions during this winter and maybe the next winter, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll put it out in the ground, maybe I'll keep it in a pot, but it's a cool thing that it survived our last winter, because that was at the colder property and it was a cold winter, maybe the coldest in like 10-15 years. So Washingtonia robusta here at latitude 62 north in Norway, surviving our last winter, and now it has actually grown a little. And all this new stem here. Isn't that fascinating? Just cutting it off, doing some palm tree surgery on this one. And here is Jubaea chilensis, a huge one. It is so tall, it's so big. In this giganteous pot. This is I think it's a 170 liters pot. 170 liters. Going to be planted out in the garden next year, 2026. So much is going to happen in 2026. That will be a great year for gardening here for sure. Okay, isn't this beautiful? I haven't got my Jubaea yet. It's to be delivered, but I'm waiting. It's somewhere else right now, but it is coming to my property later this fall. I'm going to show you in the video. And here's a huge agave americana that I bought. It's look at the size compared to my foot here. It's enormous. I will be planting this out in 2026 as well. Agave americana can survive in our climate as long as you keep it dry during the winter. At the previous property I have a few agave americanas surviving, and they were this like small. So this will be an experiment the next year. I will find a very good spot, sunny spot, and it has to be, what's the English word for that? The drainage has to be excellent. Some cordylines here. We do have good success with cordylines here in this climate. We'll plant them out the next year. And here's the Yucca rostrata, the big one I bought recently. I got it on a sale, so it wasn't that expensive. I was looking at it through the summer and it was at full price, and I was like, no. And then the sale come up and I bought it. It has a huge trunk here, as you can see. Very beautiful specimen. I'm going to plant this in the garden the next year as well. They are very hardy and they can tolerate our climate. Excellent. All right, let's have a look inside the garage. Here's a Butia capitata or Butia odorata. We'll plant this in the garden 2026. It's a very beautiful plant, beautiful colors on the leaves, good solid trunk. Very excited about this one. Butias they are cold tolerant, they are hardy, they can tolerate some moist. They are tough palms, some of the toughest of the feather palms. So excited to plant this, and of course the Jubaea and the Butia, that is a hybrid between these two palms, that is coming to me later this fall. Here we got some other stuff. This is Yucca gigantea, and it's quite giganteous. You can see here I was very unlucky in the wind. It fell over and it broke. So it was the same height as this one. Now it's kind of, I don't think it looks very good. I took of course the top that broke up and I have it inside. I'm going to create a new plant of it. They are very easy to, if you take cuttings, just stick it in the pot with some dirt, some water, and they will come back as a new plant. So I will do that, but this is not looking very good from this point. But let's see how it goes. I'm not sure what to do with this. I might try it in the ground, or I'll keep it in a pot, but we'll see. Here's Agave Americana variegata. Fell over in the wind, unfortunately. I had to take it inside, broke off a few leaves, but it's doing well. I love the Agave Americana. It's a very fast-growing agave. They can tolerate some cold as long as you keep it dry. It's experimental in our climate, and I will for sure plant this one out the next year as well. And there's a smaller Yucca rostrata here, and here we got some Washingtonia filibusta. They are all from seed grown by me. I will experiment with these in the ground, maybe a few years from now. They are a hybrid between Washingtonia robusta and Washingtonia filifera, and they sort of combine the best from the two worlds. They have been outside the whole time. I germinated the seeds inside, but I took it outside as fast as I could, and they have been developing some trunk and some great leaves. These are fast growing and it's very fun to watch. They are doing well, all of them, but I had to take them inside now because of the wind. It will be exciting to see how these develop, and yeah, by time, what we can do with them in our climate outside. I took this outside a few days when they were very small, during the first days after they were germinated. I think it was March, and we had some frost days, and I took them outside and they actually survived the frost. So they are kind of tough, even as small. And they can tolerate more moist than the Washingtonia robusta, and they are the filifera, more moist than filifera, and they can tolerate more frost than robusta. So they are something to look at. Okay, that was it for today. I'm showing you my garden, showing you a lot of my plants in pots. I have stuff inside as well. Not going to do that today. Yeah, so stay tuned for more videos. Of course, I will keep you updated on the progress and how things are going. and please comment. I love to engage with all of you, discuss things and have your viewpoints.